football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big play there out of the running game. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Breida. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, you know, in this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or second seed come playoff time.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Here's Prescott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. first down. Pollard, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw is Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now Gordon, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, it's Fields. Out quickly to Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, Noel. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. Dancing to his left. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Prescott to throw it. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, boy, you ain't got
all
no
the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Play action now, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Noel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught by Lamb. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
1st down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Being chased out left. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. His throw incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down, Noel. Oh, he gets loose right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. A give to the fullback on the dive. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott on first down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida able to avoid him at the 40. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Now Dak.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Prescott. Completion here to Claypool.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Here's Dak.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.